Well, I don't think you'll find everybody on the same page anyway, ever.
Right? All right, so we are recording. So the steps that I posted in the page were to get a tripod, the Lightroom app, purchase some preset mobile filters, get the Dropbox app. I realized last night that I needed that. I didn't need it last time I did this, but for whatever reason, my phone was not letting me download the preset filters without Dropbox last night. So maybe something in an update. And then I think the most difficult part is anyone being able to like load their presets and then know how to use them. So I'm gonna share my screen. And then, do you have any questions about your tripod, or is it pretty straightforward?
I literally just took it out of the box, so right now it's like, 1
Yeah.
foot tall.
Oh, I love that. See, the one that I recommended for everyone is different than the one that I have because my legs are really short and super flimsy. So, like, my phone's actually on my tripod right now. I always use my tripod so that I can be hands free. But the ring light that I got, I can't fully extend without it tipping over because your phone is kind of heavy. Plus, the ring light on it adds some weight, and then it was hard to get it to stay up outside when I'm trying to use it. So you should see like how yours is now. You can use, if there's a place to put your phone, you can use that outside. So
Oh,
even though
okay.
it should just be your ring light that plugs into the wall, and you can take your ring light back off, which is really nice. And then it should have come with a remote.
Yeah.
I meant to grab my remote, and I think I usually leave it in my car because that's usually when I use it. But what the remote will do, and let me actually, I don't know if I can screen share this because I don't have the remote with me right now. But when you turn your remote on, you'll go into the Bluetooth settings on your phone, and it will show up like my ring light, the brand is UB size. So I'll just connect to UB size, and that connects the my phone to the remote. So you'll have your phone on your tripod, right? And it can be you and your family of four. You're sitting on the couch or whatever. This is how I do all my pictures with Murphy. You sit on the couch and you put your hand in your pocket or behind your back or whatever. You'll figure it out as you go. And I showed one picture in there where you could see the remote in my hand, but usually you can crop that out. But all those pictures I've done myself with the remote, because your Bluetooth connected to the remote will capture pictures when you have your camera pulled up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think I just connected it, or it's
Okay,
trying.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then when you click that button, it should just take one picture. I've noticed with mine, if you hold it down, it'll take a video. So just be aware of that if you're trying to take pictures. Your kids are probably more patient than mine. Like I can get a good maybe dozen pictures in, and then he's like doesn't want to do it anymore. So
Yeah,
I
and
try to like
cool.
just press the button as many times as I possibly can. And even with the ring light, like right now, I just have my tripod in front of my window in my office. So you always want the light in front of you when you're taking pictures. So you'll see a lot of times, like I just saw someone posted wedding pictures that their family had taken, and it was the only pictures I took, and I felt so sad for them because they had everyone standing in front of the window where it would have been better if they were facing the light. You know what I mean? So
Right.
right now the window's in front of me, just like my tripod is, but when it's behind me, like I get totally washed out, by the light.
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna fall over. I don't know if that's a good, but see how it's so much different when the light's in front of you.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I have my tripod light on. So if you're taking pictures outdoor, obviously you're not going to bring your ring light with you. So you want to, wherever you're at, make sure the light's in front of you. It also helps to like wash out fine lines and stuff like that.
I'm
And
all
there's
about it.
And there's different filters and stuff we can use for that as well. But I'm just going to leave this group open indefinitely for people to be able to go in and ask questions. And then as we go, if people feel like, hey, could we quick do another Zoom and walk me through how to, specifically use different things? Like, I'm totally open to doing that. I love doing this. And it's insane to me the amount of money I've spent on photographers before when I can do all this myself for like.
I just told him, like, for Christmas and stuff, because there's no one around to take pictures of the four of us.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Like,
got us like matching pajamas a while ago. I'm like, how am I going to get a picture with all of us? So
yeah,
I thought this would be a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, and I make sure that I'm always angling my tripod too. So I always have the camera kind of above us a little bit, and you should be able to angle it up and down.
Okay.
Which is really nice. So even though my tripod is taller and yours probably will fully extend, you can always pop it up on like a coffee table, or move some furniture around a little bit where you have something to pop it up on so that it's looking down on you.
Okay.
I know for me, I always want to look like my skinniest. So
Yep.
I'm always like putting it up as high as I can. I'm sure when people see me in real life, they're like, that is not what you look like on social media. But that's what because look, when you're looking straight at me right now, like I look a little more wide.
Oh yeah, like I'm looking because I'm
down,
up. Yeah.
Yeah, you look so much, thinner.
Yeah,
so
so
that's what I always do with mine. And then even when I am using the ring light, like I said, I still am finding a place in the room, even if I have to move around furniture a little bit, where I'm getting natural light along with the ring light. So your ring light should have 3 different settings on it too when you do plug it in. It'll have warm, cool, and then a combination of both. And I always thought I'd like the cool tones better, but I actually like the warm. And then the filters that you have downloaded, you can play with those along with it too. So it's really cool. So I'm just going to turn my ring light on while I'm on here and show you like my different settings. And you should be able to brighten and dim them too. So I'm going to turn mine on. Ooh, that's both. That's warm and cool. That's just warm. And that's just cool. And I never thought I'd like the warm better. I thought I'd always like the cool. And I guess it depends on what you're taking pictures of. I like that my eyes look more blue with the cool, but I like that my skin just looks not ghastly because it's December in Michigan. And then you can dim it too, where you're getting less light. So even with the natural light coming in the room, I still use my circle light because it will keep you from really getting like shadows and just brighten everything up. And everyone should have those features. Everyone should be able to move their tripod up and down. I know we specifically have someone in the group that got this for product pictures. I think she's launching a new business or doing some kind of craft things or whatever. So like for example, like just say this would be a craft thing. Sometimes I do this with recipes. I started a cooking page that I never kept up on, but you can completely, you should be able to completely, I think I have this on here weird right now where it's tightened, but you should be able to completely point this down, and you can also adjust your circle light. So if you're wanting to set something down on a table without your hands in it, you should be able to completely tilt this part and the ring light so that you can get up close, really good quality pictures with your ring light, or you can even do it in natural light. Then your hands aren't, shaking. They're going to be really steady for pictures like that. You're going to use your tripod for videos. It's really nice. I can't believe like for $40 you can do so much with it. And then, okay, so the Lightroom app, some people said they were paying for theirs. I don't pay for mine. I just use the free features. I'm always like, unless I'm using an app and I'm like, I wish there were more, I'm never paying for an upgrade, because sometimes you buy these things and you think like, oh, this is going to be amazing, and then you never use it again. But I love the Lightroom app. And then, so Etsy has all these preset mobile filters. We talked about that. And then Dropbox. So if you don't have Dropbox, We can work through this together. I would add that on your phone right now.
I have it here.
Okay, you do. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my email from the last set of filters I bought last night. They all come with different instructions too. I'm a little like impatient, so that probably was part of me having a hard time figuring it out last night.
Yeah, I have 3 emails, but I know I ordered a bunch from each one.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have any from Catherine Dream, that's the one that I'm going to work on. And you have to make sure when you purchase these that they're mobile Lightroom presets, because you can buy a Lightroom app for your computer. I don't think it's free. And for me, like, I feel like the quality of your pictures changes when you move them from like your phone to a computer. So I just do
When I
everything
opened
from
mine, it
the
has
phone.
desktop, mobile, and then preset instructions. So it must come with both.
Yeah, one of mine did too. Okay, so when you open up the email, some will have the files right in your email, and then some will say view your files on Etsy. So one of the things that I've noticed is that some of the companies only give you one chance to upload your filters.
Who did you say? Catherine Dream?
Yeah, I have Catherine Dream. I got
Oh,
the
I have
gold.
one of those. I must have
Okay,
ordered from
perfect.
hers.
Oh,
I
awesome. Okay,
did
well, let's work on that one
21 mobile Lightroom and
together.
15. I don't know what they are. Let me open them.
Yeah, mine has 15 too. Is it the
This
golden
one has
hour?
21 and what? White lifestyle, bohemian, and 10. I don't know. It's
Awesome. I love the Bohemian. If it's the same one that I have, I always use this as pretty much the same filter. And like, I don't need to buy these, but I need to remember how to show everyone how to install them, because that is genuinely the hardest part. But basically what you're going to do is you're saving the picture to save the settings of the picture, but it's such a process to do it for some reason. All right, I'm going to pause myself for just a second and I'll be right back.
he's fine.
Okay, hopefully these pauses aren't annoying on the live and it just gives people an opportunity to pull up their stuff. Okay, so I'm going to screen share my phone. Um, okay, let me do this when I practice. Oh, there we go, share. Okay, so I'm gonna take my phone off this tripod. I want to share my screen. Start now. Okay, so can you see my screen right now?
Yeah.
On my phone? Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna pull up this email. There we go. And it's saying that I can view my files on Etsy. So I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah,
And
that's
just-
exactly what mine looks like.
Okay, perfect. So you should see there's a mobile preset, that's instructions. There's the golden hour desktop and golden hour mobile. So I'm gonna download from the golden hour mobile. So you can do that right now too.
Oh, mine are a little different from her, but similar, right?
Okay, yep.
So I have bohemian and white lifestyle.
Okay, perfect. So whatever the one is mobile, download that and then let me know when your phone says that you can open it or it's downloaded.
Okay, I think, yep. Now I got a
I'm
zip
gonna,
file.
I'm going to open mine. Okay, so they're all here. Oh my gosh, I have ones from last night too. What was that just called? Golden hour. I need to write this down. Golden hour. Okay, so now that I see that they're downloaded, I'm gonna go over to my Dropbox app and open that up. And then I think you have to create a folder for them to go into. Mine says Stacy for print, so I'll just put them in there. Do you have a folder available to drop them into?
I don't, it's not. Hang on. Oh, shoot. Um, recent share. Oh, see files from your computer here. No,
Are you working on your phone or on your computer?
on my phone. I have an iPhone.
Okay. So are you in your Dropbox?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go down, actually noticed at the bottom, there's a little blue circle with a plus sign. If you click on that, it's going to ask you if you want to take a photo, scan a document, upload photos or videos. You can create a file from there. Create
Mine
a
looks
new
completely
folder.
different.
Okay. What are the options that it gives you on iPhone? Because I'm sure you're not going to be the only one with the iPhone.
Transfer files, take photos, scan document, record, upload photos, create a folder. That's what I want to do, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm going to create a folder too called Golden Hour. And then,
Okay.
okay, and then we're going to go and upload photos or videos. No, that's not it. Sorry. Sorry. This is why I practiced this twice last night. Okay. Create or upload file. Upload files. Hold on just a second. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So
Mine
you
says
should,
scan, upload photos, create folder, take photo. The
okay,
heck?
tell me what yours says again. Sorry.
So my folder's empty and I named, oh my God. It's being weird.
Wherever it
Oh,
says like,
transfer files, probably, right?
I think from Dropbox, it means you transfer files elsewhere. Tell me what your options are again. Sorry.
I got myself all backwards, so I don't know where I was. So I hit scan document, upload photos, create folder, take photo.
Okay, create a folder.
Did that.
Okay, and then once you've created the folder, you want to click on, let's see. Okay, once you've created the folder, sorry, now I can't. Okay, once you've created the folder, you're going to click on it and then click on the plus sign again at the bottom. And then from there, that's where you're going to upload the
Okay,
file.
I think I got it.
Okay, sorry. And then
I
you'll
can't look at yours because it's completely different than mine.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that we're doing this together so that other people can see this too. Then you're going to click on whatever your file is called. So mine was Golden Hour Mobile.
Yeah.
So I clicked on mine. Okay, and then you're going to go back into that folder.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to click on, I don't know if yours just shows one mobile zip.
Yes.
Okay,
It
so
says
click on that.
Bohemian. No, it says.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm sorry, go back. I'm going to watch you again for a second.
Okay. So you've got your folder, right? So mine is Golden Hour. And then I've got this Golden Hour zip. So when I click on that, I'm going to open it. And then it's going to show me all of my presets. So it's 1 DNG, 10 DNG, 11. That's where you'll see all of your presets. You see those? You should, back at the main screen, have your folder. Then your mobile zip, or whatever they would call it, maybe I was going to say GIF, but it wouldn't be that. Do you see anything like that?
Yeah, but I think now mine's got to create the transfer I need to do. Okay. I think.
Did they get uploaded to your Dropbox? So when you go into there and you press the plus sign at the bottom, and then it will say create or upload file. And that's where it should upload your file from your email or Etsy, wherever you downloaded it from. So see, I still have these blue marks and other presets and stuff from yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's doing it, but then it's like, okay.
So when you go back to your folder and click on it, does it show something like this?
No, that's okay. You can move on if you.
Okay, well, I'll record it too, and then
Yeah,
I'll
I can
post it,
figure
and
it
then I
out.
can walk you through personally how to do it too, because I know this is the hardest part. It really is, and it's so worth it in the end, because once you have these on your phone, then you can use them forever. And honestly, I picked the filters that I liked, and they're the only ones I ever use. I don't really care to switch to anything else once you find something you really like. So once your zip file gets on here, you're going to click on it. You're going to open it. And then what happens from here is that then you're going to extract these. And then I'm going to click on all of these. And I'm going to copy them. No, sorry. This is the hardest part, because it's like every time you do it, it's different. All right. But I want to click on all of these. Okay, there we go. All. And then I want to move them. But why does it say move here? I'm going to share these. I'm going to copy them. Murphy out. You already have a file named Golden Hour. Yeah. Murphy's watching Home Alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he thinks it's real funny to say that. Okay. Skip. Maybe I already have these. I'm so sorry. This is really the hardest
You're
part
fine.
of the whole thing. And then it's every single time you get new filters, this is what happens. So I'm going to open up my Lightroom app, and I'm just going to use this album I created yesterday. Actually, I'm going to delete this because I don't need it now. Oh, I can't because it's where my screen share thing is. So I'll just create a new one. Create an album. Oh, and I have my Lightroom settings set to upload anytime I have new pictures on my phone. Okay, so I'm going to add into my golden hour folder from my files, but I don't see them on here. Ugh, I tell you what, this is the hardest part. It's so frustrating. All right, let's see. I'm going to export. There we go. That's what we need to do. Okay, so once we get the files on to the Dropbox, then we have to export them, and you want to save them to your device. So save to this device, save. Okay, it's exported onto my phone now. I don't know why you have to have like this third-party thing to get these files from, the person you purchased them from onto your phone. Some people don't have to do that, and I didn't with the last ones that I purchased, but for some reason. All right, so I am going to add photos because that's basically what they are. They're photos that have filter settings already applied to them. So I'm going to add from my files, and sorry, my Lightroom's a little bit slow because why can I not get these on here? I'm so sorry. It's like different every single time you do this. I'm gonna try this. Downloads. Okay, there we go. So did you catch that part? Sorry. So when you go to your folder, you're going to click this, you're going to add photos. You're going to add photos from your files. Is that what I did? Yes, files. Then you're going to click up and you're going to want from your downloads. And then at the top, you'll see my golden hour files in my downloads. And then you just have to add them from there. Oops. Add photos from files. Okay. So see how you're like kind of importing them one at a time? This really is the most like challenging part. And then I kind of have to keep track of like, okay, how many have I done so far, and make sure that I like try to stay somewhat focused so I get all of them. That's going to be a real nice recording with Murphy yelling, "Look what you did, you little jerk." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't actually talk to each other like that. That's a movie. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I always thought there would be an easier way to do this. I've like combed YouTube looking for videos on how to do this kind of thing. And I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it's so hard to teach people how to do it because every time you get a new file, it's a little bit different how you're having to do it. Plus, I feel like sometimes people like to keep these kind of things to themselves,
Probably.
you know?
Yeah.
Or, they charge people to do it, or, they want to, okay, what do I have? 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And if you get duplicates on accident, it's no big deal. Okay, I just have 3 more to go. And then once you get to the kind of end of it, it's like, oh my gosh, this totally makes sense. But then you don't ever want to do it again. So the next time you try to do it.
My files can't be previewed. It says to view this file, open it on your computer, and I did the mobile download, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to
Um,
go back and figure this out.
yeah, and then maybe you can share your screen and I can walk you through it. Okay, so once you have your album with your presets, you're gonna go, and this part is actually really fun. So I have my golden hour presets all loaded, and you can tell how some of them look kind of different. They actually look a lot, I guess not, the buildings look different. I was gonna say they look a lot the same. I'm just gonna start clicking on them and saving them into my presets. So I'll show you how to do that. Yes, don't come in here and yell stuff, please. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to click on my very first one, the golden hour preset number 15, and I would recommend that you label them the same way that they come labeled, just because it's going to make things so much easier. So once you click on that very first picture, you're going to see 3 little dots up at the right hand corner. You're going to click on that and then click on create preset. So we'll do golden hour 15, and I'll show you why in just a second, why this is super helpful, because I know I always use, I think it's Bohemian number 3. And then I'm just gonna go through these, create preset. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because this part is actually really easy. Was that 14?
Yeah.
So, okay. And then you can always rename them too. So this part's actually really fun. And once you get your filters on the Lightroom, it gets kind of fun and easy from there. So we'll go, I'll just do one more and then I can do the rest of these later because they're not going to disappear from my folder, and I know how to create the presets. This is the easiest part. So once you have your presets in here, then you can actually get rid of these albums. I don't know why I didn't delete this last night, probably so I could show everyone, because the whole point of the presets is it's just a picture already loaded with settings that apply certain filters, right? So once these pictures are loaded in as presets, you don't need them anymore because your phone's still going to save the images. So I'm just going to delete that cozy album and then I'll finish loading my presets for golden hour later. But I'm just going to show you, and you're going to see that these presets are saved in your photo albums on your phone. I don't know what happens if you delete them. I just never have. I just leave them in there and eventually they just get pushed down because I take 5 million pictures. So I'm going to go and pick a picture that I want to apply a filter to. So I'll just do like one of my Thrive pictures because I feel like there's so much color and light. So when you're wanting to apply a filter to your picture, you got your picture pulled up in your Lightroom, and at the very bottom, you're going to see all these different tools. So this is how people create their own preset filters and and sell them for money or whatever, the great thing about the presets is you don't have to go in and mess with, selective healing, different light or color or effects or optics or anything like that. You're just going to scroll over and you're going to see at the bottom the button that says presets. So I'm going to click on that. And it's Bohemian number 3 is the one that I always use. So you can go through and apply any of your presets that you have loaded into your Lightroom to any of your pictures. So this one's my favorite. I love that it's just light. The colors aren't too obnoxious. And I usually stick with this one because I like all my pictures on Instagram and Facebook and stuff to flow. And I just feel like it flows so much better, using specifically the same filter, but you can see how each, filter is going to do something a little bit different. So I have all these Bohemian, I think sometimes I use number 10. And then they have like this one is kind of cool. And these are all the ones I uploaded last night. So Cozy Holiday Bright, Cozy Holiday Brightest. So it's really cool. You'll kind of, once you get, your pictures uploaded onto your Lightroom. I have mine synced. So my pictures always automatically flow to Lightroom because I don't ever post anything that I don't filter first, just because I like my social media to look a certain way. So this Golden Hour 3, that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
These are the ones that I just uploaded. Oh, that's really pretty. So you can see when you're buying a set, it's like some stuff is it's so different between 13 and 14. I wish that they labeled them in order of like lightest to darkest and stuff like that.
Right.
This Malibu one, I really, really like in the summer because it makes me look super tan, but it makes everything look really orange.
Right.
So I usually do like the Malibu 2 or 3 in the summer. The Malibu 4 makes you just look straight up orange. And then these are some other ones that I uploaded last night. I feel like Mother Bright almost is like washing it out. But it's really, really cool once you kind of get in here. Like this tan skin one will probably be really good for like a selfie kind of picture,
Mhm.
or teal might be really good for blue eyes. So once you get your, presets on here, you can filter any of your pictures. So I would highly recommend, syncing your, all your pictures with your Lightroom app. Like even stuff comes on here that I wouldn't necessarily want, like quotes from that customer group or whatever that we have. But like these pictures the other night, I filtered. So this is the original. And then this is the filtered picture. It just looks so much
Yeah.
cooler, and so you can go through and just kind of play with what you think. I mean, almost makes it look vintage, which is a look that I, really like. Or that one that's crazy. That's way bright, but it's really cool. You'll find out really quick, like what feels good to you. And that's kind of like my main thing with, I know that you're not doing this for social media. You want to take pictures of your family and stuff, but I'm always like, make it feel like how you feel. If you want it to be happy, warm, cozy, bright colors, or if you want it to be soft, subtle, and feel, a certain type of way. So the uploading is, how do I get back to the Zoom? The uploading part is the hardest part. How do I unshare? I can see myself, but I don't know.
Oh, you're muted.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So now I have to figure out how to stop sharing. There we go. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna just stop the recording, and then you and I can work on yours. Hold on a minute.
Why I'm doing it, or I'm just stupid.
No, you're not. It's just is it truly is different for everyone, and you have an iPhone and I don't.
Right. Well, I just don't know why it says